All right, listen up, folks. We're in the thick of it now, one of those nail-biting moments in human history where the future's about as clear as a foggy morning. Every once in a while, the whole dang world gets tossed into a whirlwind of change, leaving us caught between forging a bold new path and clinging to the familiar past with a white-knuckle grip. Fear and reactions are flying around like confetti at a surprise party, and with politics in a wild dance, it's no wonder we feel like we're on shaky ground. We've got to face the music. Society's more intertwined than a tangled mess of holiday lights, and we're learning this lesson the hard way. A crisis halfway across the globe can send shockwaves through our own lives, shattering our trust in the things we thought were rock solid. So here we are, faced with the one thing we can't escape: uncertainty. Now, uncertainty ain't exactly our BFF. It messes with our need for predictability, and that's when stress, anxiety, and strained relationships rear their ugly heads. We freeze up, try to control every little thing, and end up burned out, reaching for any coping mechanism within arm's reach. But enough with the doom and gloom. It's time to turn the tables on uncertainty, and I've got just the trick. A powerful question that can transform your perspective, along with some trusty tips for weathering the storm. So buckle up, folks. We're in for a wild ride, but we're in this together. Oh, with personality. Now brace yourselves, because I'm about to drop a game-changing question on you. What would you do if the ground kept shifting beneath your feet forever? If tomorrow stayed as uncertain as today? I know, it sounds a bit wacky, but bear with me. You'd think the best move would be to search for ways to regain certainty, right? Well, this question turns that notion on its head by forcing us to let go of guarantees and uncover what truly matters, the stuff we'd pour our energy into no matter the outcome. This question's got the power to shift your focus to what counts, giving you purpose, meaning, and direction amidst the storm of uncertainty. It's like having a guiding light in the darkness, pushing you to live for more than just some far-off goal. Asking this question connects you with your core values. And let me tell you, being conscious of and living by those values will make you as resilient as a rubber band. Plus, it reveals something else, what we're really voting for with our thoughts, words, and actions. We're constantly shaping our future with the decisions we make today, casting ballots for the world we want to live in. To help you wrap your head around this, let me share a couple of real-life examples from some amazing folks who were kind enough to let me use them. First up, we've got someone who realized they couldn't pin their happiness on some distant dream. So they embraced the present moment, finding power in today while still setting realistic short-term goals. For instance, if they craved adventure, they wouldn't plan a huge trip to Asia. They'd look for excitement in the coming days or weeks. Their answer to the question? Living fully in each moment, appreciating every sensation, and keeping an open mind about the future. Now, our second example took a different route. They acknowledged the need to focus on their values, being mindful of their commitments while thinking long-term. They didn't want their life to be solely about their career, prioritizing time with their wife instead. This realization led them to ponder changing jobs, making their dream life of exploring new places together a reality. So, as you can see, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to this uncertainty conundrum. But asking yourself this powerful question can help you uncover what truly matters and build the resilience you need to face whatever comes your way. Now, pay close attention, folks. Here's an example of someone who, when faced with uncertainty, decided to grab the bull by the horns and make the most of life. This person realized that waiting for certainty is like waiting for rain in the desert. It might never come. So they decided to take their dream trip to Mexico, even if it meant flying through a smaller airport with more chill border agents. But it didn't stop there. They took a hard look at their daily routine and decided to limit their doom scrolling sessions, cutting back on news and negativity. Instead, they poured their energy into creating quality experiences for their furry best friend, making memories that'd last a lifetime, or at least a dog's lifetime. They also acknowledged the value of human connection, so they made a point to seek out positive, shared experiences. Every day became an opportunity to create cherished memories, be it a beach stroll, a shared laugh, or a group activity. They sought out like-minded folks who cherished present-moment connections and chose to live life based on the memories they wanted to look back on, not someday, but right here, right now. In our second example, we see someone who redirected their focus from the uncertain future to the power of the present moment. They stopped fixating on outcomes and started finding meaning in the process itself. You see, it's not just about doing easy or enjoyable things, but finding fulfillment in everything they do. So even if there are no guarantees for future goals, this person embraced their love for exploration, realizing that shared adventures with their wife were what truly mattered. And this realization was so powerful that they even considered changing their career to prioritize this newfound purpose. At the end of the day, these examples show us the magic that can happen when we face uncertainty head-on. By asking ourselves the tough questions and focusing on what truly matters, we can create a life filled with meaning, joy, and incredible memories, even amidst the chaos of uncertainty. Now, hold your horses. Just because those two examples showed people leaning into the present moment, that doesn't mean it's the only way to tackle uncertainty. And so everyone's different, and so are their answers. Take me, for instance. Asking myself that big question leads me to focus more on my career, striving for an outcome I believe in, regardless of whether it comes to fruition or not. So remember, this is a deeply personal journey, and your answers will be as unique as your fingerprint because we all have distinct values and life purposes. With that said, let's dish out some more tips to make uncertainty less daunting. 1. Be fluid like water. Make your life flexible, adaptable, and open to change. Knowing your core values will be your guiding star, but you've got to be ready to roll with the punches. Keep an open mind, diversify your options, and be prepared to make speedy decisions or changes. Backup plans? You're going to want a few of those bad boys. 2. Embrace those raw emotions. Uncertainty brings a tornado of feelings. Anxiety, terror, loss of control, you name it. We often try to run from these emotions, but let's flip the script. Let them flow, folks. Acknowledge them and let the wisdom within them rise to the surface. This will make you less reactive and more conscious so you can make better choices for yourself. 3. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. When life's uncertain, we tend to cling to control like a security blanket, thinking it'll shield us from pain. But with so much out of our hands, we've got to learn to discern between what we can change and what we can't. Make a list, y'all. Let go of the uncontrollable stuff until you spot an opening. Pour your energy into what you can influence and follow through on those actions. So there you have it. Embrace your uniqueness. Stay flexible. Feel the feels and know when to take the wheel. Remember, we're all navigating this wild uncertainty ride together. Now hold your horses, folks. Here's a thought to chew on. Whatever's happening might just be meant to happen. Can I stay open to finding out why? See, when life throws us curveballs, our first instinct is to resist, thinking, this shouldn't be happening. But that only sets us up for a fight against reality. Instead, let's embrace uncertainty and approach it with curiosity, like a scientist eager to uncover hidden truths. After all, we never know the bigger picture until time reveals it. Reminds me of a story about a Chinese farmer. His horse ran away, and folks felt sorry for him. What a terrible thing, they said. But the farmer replied, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Lo and behold, the horse returned the next day with other horses in tow. Wow, that's lucky, the folks exclaimed. The farmer just said, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Then the farmer's son broke his leg taming one of those wild horses. Oh no, what a horrible turn of events, the people cried. The old farmer, unable to work the fields alone, simply stated, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Finally, soldiers came to conscript the son, but spared him due to his injury. The people sighed in relief, seeing the broken leg as divine intervention. And, as you might have guessed, the farmer stuck to his guns. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Now, this story teaches us a valuable lesson. We can't truly grasp an event's impact at the moment. Good luck might bring negative consequences, while bad luck could lead to positive outcomes. So let go of your attachment to specific results. Embrace the wild ride of uncertainty, because the very experiences you dread might just be the ones leading you to your heart's desires. Alrighty, folks, let's shake things up a bit. To embrace uncertainty, we gotta let go of trying to control the river of life and get curious about where it's taking us. It's time to unleash your inner explorer. Next, let's ditch the old "I fear the unknown" scapegoat. Truth is, we don't actually fear the unknown. We fear what we think might be hiding in it. So ask yourself, what scary thing am I afraid the unknown could hold? And tackle those fears head on. Now, we can't ignore the stress that uncertainty stirs up. Our bodies weren't built for nonstop fight or flight mode, so let's find ways to chillax. Everyone's got their own stress-busting cocktail, so mix and match to find what works for you. Here's a list to get you started. 1. Stroll barefoot in nature. Nothing like some fresh air and grass between your toes. 2. Get your sweat on with a workout or yoga sesh. 3. Write down your thoughts. Journaling's not just for angsty teens, you know? 4. Soak in a hot bath with fancy Epsom salts. 5. Watch cute or funny videos. Who doesn't love a good cat video? 6. Treat yourself to a massage. 7. Practice relaxation techniques. And to 8. Swim in the ocean. Nothing says as zen like floating on a salty sea. 9. Bust a move. Dance like nobody's watching. 10. Whip up a delicious meal. Cooking can be therapeutic. 11. Hang with animals. Furry friends are the best stress relievers. 12. Sip some calming tea. 13. Try a new hobby. 14. Break tasks into manageable steps. 15. Make a list. Checking things off feels oh so satisfying. 16. Watch a feel-good flick. Remember, the sky's the limit. So go on, give uncertainty the 1-2 punch and show it who's boss. All right, my friends, listen up. We've got some more tips to tackle uncertainty like a champ. Number 7 on our list is all about being present. And no, I don't mean buying yourself a bow and ribbon. Focus on the now, people. Sure, it may seem counterintuitive when the future's looming like a dark storm on the horizon, but trust me, it's worth it. When you let uncertainty consume you, life passes by in a blur. But spending some conscious time each day fully immersed in the present helps your brain realize that nothing bad is happening right now. Give your full attention to whatever you're doing, chatting with friends, driving, or even just sitting on the couch. When your mind wanders, gently nudge it back to the here and now. Next up, seek support and connect. Uncertainty can strain relationships and lead to isolation, but we need the exact opposite. Share your thoughts and feelings with people you trust. And if your social circle doesn't fit the bill, it's time to expand it. Brainstorm with others, get advice, and don't be afraid to ask for help, big or small. Think of it this way. Imagine you're rafting down that uncertain river of life. Wouldn't it be way better if your raft was hitched to someone else's? Social support can provide stability when everything else feels shaky. Remember, you're not alone in this unpredictable journey called life. Let's embrace the adventure together and see where the river takes us. Have a fantastic week, folks.